Hey everyone, welcome to another stream of consciousness video in PokeMMO. Pokemon fanfiction novels here, and this is kind of a follow-up to the first time that I did this. I think I said before that when I go through these gym leader runs, it tends to mix up the teams for the most part, so I figured I'd do one more of these things, and this time I do it live, so I'm actually doing this in real time as I'm talking to you. I wonder how that's going to affect the dialogue here. As you can see, I started again with Blaine. Still got the exact same team together, but you probably saw that the Pokemon I'm training this time around is a Feraligatr. Now, because it's a lower level, it's going to level up more often. IVs. Effort values, you could see that there's kind of a breakdown to the way effort values tend to go. Will you stay up on the screen there? So, it tends to be mostly an attack effort value, so not that it matters terribly much, but for those of you who are intending on playing this game for real, because real trainers train effort values, know that if you go through these gym battles, it's mostly going to be attack stuff. Alright, let's talk about the battle commentary here. I focused down that Dodrio specifically because I just want to get rid of it as soon as possible. I like being able to use Earthquakes as much as possible, as you may have seen from the last run, and that means keeping Pokemon out that are capable of such. So I'm just going to have Dragonite and Yogg-Sothoth double team the next Pokemon to come. And I kind of figured this Arcanine was coming here. Arcanine is Blaine's signature, and so 2 Dragonites would resist its Intimidate. And surprisingly, he didn't go for Dragon Pulse. Now, he might outspeed Yogg-Sothoth here. Oh, he did, but he used Heat Wave. I guess he's hoping to get a burn effect on one of my Pokemans. Didn't work that time, though. So I need to get rid of that Tauros as soon as possible because it is way powerful. He specializes in the fire type, and then meanwhile, there's the normal type Dodrio, normal type Tauros, but it's a majority fire types. So, sweep the team pretty quickly by, just as I did before, using mostly aggressive tactics. I'm not much for strategy simply because the point is not to show off, but to win as much money as possible. I don't know if last time you saw the amount that I had starting with, but when I said that in the last video I bought like 80-some amulet coins, the charms, that was 80 additional ones to those I'd been buying. I started this video with 22,070,000, and hopefully by the end of the video, it'll be 22,300,000. Alright, so 57 minutes, just as before, doing pretty well as far as time goes. In the background this time, I don't know if you can hear this music. I have it set pretty low, but it's a band called Gregorian. I kind of like this easygoing kind of music. It's better than the PokeMMO music. I think it gets kind of repetitive after a while. Alright, so up against Brock, let's see what team he has this time, because I really want to showcase the multiple team stuff from before. And he's like, that's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type, and there's a Ludicolo there, just to throw you off. Do I have Aerial Ace on either of my Pokemans? I can't remember. Let's see, if I use Dragon Claw and Aerodactyl... You know what? No. Let's, what do I want to do here? I do not want that Ludicolo to survive, so I just want to make sure that I knock that thing out as soon as possible. I don't want to give it a chance to Ice Beam my, weak dragons here to Ice. So, it's worth it because that Aerodactyl got intimidated at the beginning of the battle, so... even if it gets out 2 Stone Edges, that still won't be enough without critting my team. Okay, between a Surf and a Dragon Claw, that should prove sufficient to take down Aerodactyl. That Relicanth, I'm willing to let it sacrifice one of my Pokemon. It's going to use Head Smash, and that's going to take a lot of its hit points away, so I can take it down in the next round here. Alright, there goes Aerodactyl. I want to get those flying types out of the way so I can concentrate on my Earthquakes. And Head Smash is pretty much guaranteed to kill any flying type Pokemon it hits, because, what is that, base power 150? It's pretty rough stuff, and he had a Rock Gem there. Alright, so same strategy, tedious strategy as before, just get the 2 flying types out and abuse Earthquake because, hey, I don't get hurt by it. So what would a Brock used in a different team? I'm trying to think here. He's got a Toxicroak on one of his teams, which it isn't too damaging as long as you're able to hit it early. It's not fast enough to outspeed a team like this. Kabutops, and oh, there's Steelix, his signature favorite. So let's go ahead and use the usual, oops, what the heck, Surf and Earthquake. There we go. Yeah, he likes his fossil Pokemon. What else does he like to use on this team to throw you off? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Well, whatever. What's something that I meant to say last time that I forgot to? Alligator defeated Brock. He took you for granted. Proof of this. Every single time that I beat him, I get another Boulder badge. So I have like 1,000 Boulder badges at this point. 54 minutes, not doing too bad. Alright, let's go ahead to Misty's gym. I only lost Elements in that battle. There comes a time sometimes where I'm actually able to be unscathed enough that I'm able to just not even have to heal at the Pokemon Center. Oh, I know what I meant to say. Brock has a Rhyperior, and that thing is super resistant to special attacks, and I think it's able to resist water. There's that berry that makes the water-type attack weaker. I can't remember what it's called, but they've made it to the point that Rhyperior cannot be taken down with a Surf and Earthquake. A double Surf can do it, but Salamence doesn't know Surf. Hey, I remember this Misty team, so I'm gonna make a different decision than last time. This time around, I'm gonna just bring in Tyranitar immediately, so that Caracosta can go ahead and Stone Edge Tyranitar all it wants. It's not gonna hurt. And Pelipper's gonna go down before it can use a single Ice Beam on me. There we go. Oh, please crit me. It didn't do it. I just, for the lulz, did so little damage. There's Starmie. I think that's supposed to be her slow Starmie, so what do I want to do here? I don't want to use another Earthquake here. Let's go ahead and Thunderbolt that Caracosta, because Tyranitar is going to be vulnerable if I do this. Alright. Yeah, I think I can live through this. Can I? Yeah, just barely live through this Ice Beam, and I think Caracosta is going to finish off Dragonite, but that's okay. I knew Starmie had that Focus Sash there, but again, that's Tyranitar's Sandstream being an absolute lovely ability. Oh wow, I lived through that round. How about that? Oh, no I didn't. Oh, yeah I did. Sorry, I thought I got hit with the Sandstorm, but I guess it already passed. Okay, no, I don't want to use another Earthquake. Let's do that for him, though. Lantern is way slow, so I think even Tyranitar can outspeed it. And this is a slow freaking Tyranitar. It's got a brave nature, so it was already really slow stat-wise. 153 speed, that is nothing. Alright, up for Alligator wants to learn Thrash. Should I even bother? It has no business knowing Scratch, so why not? Okay, yeah, eat into my time here. And for Alligator, learn Thrash. Yes, I knew that. Now, Dragonite this round goes down because of the Sandstorm, so let's go ahead and send in Volcarona. I used to think this was a stupid thing to do, sending a Fire type against all these Water types, but Volcarona knows a Grass type move. So let's use Giga Drain on Jellicent and then Rock Slide. I think Volcarona may be the only one on my team who's faster than that Swanna, because that is a fast darn Swanna right there. Huh, okay. I thought it was gonna... Oh, actually, that worked out pretty well on Misty's part. This Rock Slide should have been able to knock out both of them in one hit, but that Scald prevented it. You know, Tyranitar makes too tempting a target, so they go after that instead of Volcarona. Surprisingly, it was supposed to be Swanna who got knocked out by the Sandstorm raging, and instead it was Jellicent, so whatever. Let's go ahead and finish it off with a Giga Drain here, and then I'm going to use Crunch because it's more accurate, just in case, for whatever reason, the Giga Drain didn't work. There's no reason it shouldn't have, though. Alright, that's Misty's team beaten. Yeah, nobody should have a Volcarona that doesn't know a Grass-type move. That will save you a lot of trouble against enemy Rock types and Water types. Alright, let's get out of here. Was that the same Misty team? Sometimes it's hard for me to remember these things. Again, in my off time, I'm not really thinking with 100% brain capacity. Okay, heal here. Erica's gym takes a while to get to, so, Alright, bicycle, 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 I want to ride my bicycle. Alright. I paused the little chat, by the way, there, the trade chat. It was going to keep on going and have all these offers of buy this shiny melodic, buy that shiny this or that. And those things cost so freaking much. Alright, my Pokemon are solely of the grass type, says Erica. Let's see if that's the truth. Obviously, it's not. But it's just funny that the dialogue remains inconsistent. Yep, there's Ninetales again. She loves that Ninetales. And Lilligant. This I used to consider her hard team, because before I gave Salamence a soft sand, Earthquake and I think a Dragon Claw would be insufficient to knock out that Lilligant. I think I can survive this hidden power, if only just, but that is a hard-hitting Lilligant right there. Oh crap! It killed me, jeez. I was not ready for that one. So, I'm gonna knock that thing out because I can't risk it continuing, but as a result, I'm now gonna get hit with this, come on, do it, Will-O-Wisp. Yep, so Dragonite's been rendered a little bit more useless. I can't have this sunlight out because she just loves her chlorophyll, so if I don't take care of this now with Tyranitar, it's just gonna keep bothering me all battle. Now, Ninetales is probably going to Will-O-Wisp again. Let's see, can I? I'm going to devote all of my resources into taking out that Ninetales because it's going to make Tyranitar weaker with the burn effect, and I'm not really going to be able to be effective with Tyranitar in battle. So if that means ignoring Executor and allowing it to get a move off, so be it. But that Ninetales has gotta go. Alright, so what's she gonna do? Hidden Power. Who's it going after? Oh, Dragonite, it's probably Ice or Dragon or something. Oh, a crit, great. I guess now I'll never know, but I'm assuming it was Ice. That's not bad. You would think that I'd be kicking myself right now for getting rid of the sunlight, because Volcarona can put that to good use. But, you know what? Volcarona would have been super useful anyway. Let's go ahead and use a Heat Wave and get that Executor out of here, and I think the combination should be enough to take down Marowak as well. There we go. Question. Is a Crunch with a burn effect enough to kill off Marowak? Oh wow, it is. Excellent. She has a really defensive type Marowak, and she sacrifices all of its speed, but if it can, it will get off a low kick, and that will kill Tyranitar immediately. Also, she's got... oh, what are those things called? Aka berries? It's the berry that it keeps fire from being able to be as effective as it normally would be. A lot of these things, when they don't have focus sashes, they have the berries that keep a typical super effective move from killing off the Pokemon immediately. Alright, well that battle could have gone a lot worse, but ended it up pretty well. So far, Heat Wave and Rock Slide haven't really missed yet. Alright, so now to Koga, and hopefully he's mixed up his team since last time. I'm still kicking myself from last time for a couple of mistakes I made while talking. Like, I was saying that Dragonite was volatile, and I meant to say versatile. Like, what is it, a dangerous mixture of chemicals? I guess it could be, in a way, if you regard its attacks that way. But it has the ability to do a lot of things very flexible in battle. And I was saying how Koga was using escape buttons when I should have been saying red cards. The eject button is what the enemy uses to get themselves out of battle. The red card is what they do to get my Pokemon out of battle. So, Weezing and Nidoqueen again. Let's see if this time around it's the illusion Pokemon Zoroark. I don't think it is. Is it? Oh, nope, it's actually Nidoqueen, so I'm facing his exact same team again from last time. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more variety in this run. I was also hoping I could show off Blaine's Articuno, but... Moltres. Already showed the Articuno, but... oh well. Won't be too bad. At least this time around, whenever different Pokemon get switched out, it wasn't my training Pokemon. It was Salamence, so already it's proving to be a different battle. Now, as we know, this Gengar has a Focus Sash, so I'm gonna go after it and see if I can't knock it out in this one turn right here. Oh, I didn't knock it out fully anyway, so I guess the Focus Sash has been proven useless. I don't know if that Sludge Bomb has a 50% poisoning chance in this game, but it seems to me that more often than not, I get poisoned by Sludge Bomb. I thought that was supposed to be a 1 in 3 effect, but oh well. Alright, Salamence just barely gets knocked out there. That Weezing should be a piece of cake, but it never is. It's just really defensive-minded Weezing, and because it floats, I can't Earthquake it as I usually do. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice Volcarona here, because I'm pretty sure that Pidgeot's faster than Volcarona. But if it means knocking out Weezing, didn't need that critical hit, so be it. Oh, hey, actually that worked out in my... Okay, maybe it didn't work out in my favor. I was gonna say, it's now gonna use Brave Bird on the next Pokemon out instead of, Volcarona. But hey, Feraligatr took that like a champ. Excellent. Like, that Pidgeot is devastating. Usually I don't have much respect for Pidgeot, but in this case I can make an exception. I think I'm going to allow Feraligatr to get knocked out here. Well, do I want to? Actually, yeah, I'm going to let Feraligatr get knocked out. I was going to say I could have Salamence Intimidate, but at this point it's already knocked out anyway, so who cares? You going to try to burn my Dragonite? Is that the idea here? Wow, Feraligatr got to live this round. I was not expecting that. I was sure he was going to use Sludge Bomb. What is going through his computerized head right now? Well, whatever. Okay, Feraligatr gets thrown back, and ooh, Tyranitar out. Okay, Crobat may be able to knock out Yogg-Sothoth here. In fact, I'm pretty sure he can. I'm going to use Crunch here, because I'm certain that Crunch will be enough to take it down. Yeah, Brave Bird, so a self-sacrificing hit. So this recoil damage, that'll leave it too weak to survive this Crunch here. Yep. Alright, Feraligatr at 60. When did it start off as? Like 57? I forget. Alright, once again, I'm doing a little better than I expected to time-wise. Like, I didn't do a whole bunch of takes. Like I said, if I'd been meaning to make this a perfect video, I might have started this off showcasing Blaine's Moltres. I wonder if there are other gym leaders who have access to legendary Pokemon. I'm pretty sure there are, but I can never be bothered with them. Alright, so get on the bicycle and once again make the long ride to Sabrina's gym. And back into the gym, so into the first teleporter. Up, to the right, or left, down, and down. Here we are. Alright, she says she dislikes battling, and yet she became a gym leader. Was she just, like, thrust into that position or something? Like, those who don't desire power, they have power put upon them? Like, I know I'm kind of rambling here, but that should be the way of the world. Those in power should be those who consider it a burden and don't want it. So, I like to think that's what Sabrina is. This is what I consider one of her two easy teams. Her other easy team tends to be when she has a Wobbuffet out and then Snorlax starting it off. Because the thing about the Wobbuffet is it forces, with its Shadow Tag, whatever two Pokemon you started out with and any Pokemon you send in afterwards, they have to stay in battle the whole time. See, I'm fine with that. Alright, can I get rid of this Golduck? I gotta get rid of this Golduck because I think it knows Ice Beam, and I cannot have that. Am I faster, or is it... Okay, good, I was faster. I think I sometimes mix up this Dragonite with Yogg-Sothoth. I don't know why she has Venomoth on her team. Like, it was strong enough to finish off Salamence with its Life Orb, but it might not have been. Like, you know, Venomoth is just not a very useful Pokemon. Not like Volcarona, basically Mothra here. Alright, between Dragon Claw and Heat Wave, this should be enough to take down both of them, assuming the 90% accuracy hits both. Oh, nope, Xatu avoided the attack. Oh well. I don't think that I'm in danger of being hurt. It's probably going to use Heat Wave against me. Oh, no, it immediately fainted. That's different. I wasn't expecting that. Usually her Xatu is able to survive by just a hair, and then it'll use Heat Wave and burn my Pokemon. It's done it before. Alright, see what I mean about that being her easy team? What would be her hard team? I guess that would be the one that has her Metagross and Espeon out first. And I used to think that was her easy team because just 2 Earthquakes immediately takes care of those first 2, and all I suffer is a Psychic attack from Espeon, which, I mean, it hurts, but it doesn't kill off either of my first 2 teammates. But then later on, she brings out really fast Glass Cannon-y Pokemon. Her Gallade and her Porygon Z, those things know Ice Punch and Ice Beam, and obviously that's really bad for 3 of my 5 Pokemon. So unless I can get those knocked out really quickly, I will suffer the punishment for it. Alright, back to Lieutenant Surge. Hopefully he's got a different team this time around. Let's see what he throws out. What was it last time? Okay, it wasn't these 2. I think it was Jolteon and Dodrio. So, Raichu and Pikachu. Do either of those have air balloons? Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. The attack falls. Raichu has an air balloon. Okay, so I'm going to Dragon Claw Raichu, and then just use Earthquake to knock out Pikachu here because I don't want to risk getting hit with the... Oh, what is that special ability? Static, that's it. Any sort of paralysis. If anyone's going to be paralyzed, it's going to be Dragonite. You know what? That was stupid. I should have hit with Dragon Claw on doggone it, Raichu first. And even if that meant Salamence got paralyzed, at least I would have been devastated by that hidden power. I think that's an Ice-type hidden power. Oh well. Let's get rid of this Electivire. I'm pretty sure that this Quagsire knows either Stone Edge or Ice Beam, one of the 2. Either way, I don't like Salamence's chances, but I'll get this Electivire out of the way first, and then if Salamence falls, then I'll just have Volcarona Giga Drain it. Feraligatr coming right along at 61 here. Let's have a look at its how its effort values are coming along. Yep, mostly attack stuff as per usual. Alright, sending out Volcarona, and what's he gonna send out? Pachirisu. That's a tough little Pachirisu, by the way. So, even going with same type attack bonus Dragon Claw with a Dragon Fang attached, I still don't think that's going to be enough to take it down. Okay, let's get you off the screen. Alright, so obviously Giga Drain immediately kills that ground water type, and as if its air balloon mattered. And now, will this be enough? Nope, Pachirisu, it had an air balloon and not a focus sash, and it still survived that. Way defensive-minded. Alright, is this Manectric going to kill off Dragonite? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and Bug Buzz it. You know what? I should have used Surf. What was I thinking? Oh well. See, I don't mind getting Volcarona hit with a Surf attack here, but oh well. I didn't know if Bug Buzz would be enough to knock out Manectric, so sometimes I make these dumb decisions because I'm not really paying attention. Like I said, I usually have a based podcast in the background. Steven Crowder. Can we call this Common Ground? Alright, Michael Knowles. I hate to say I told you so. Alright, off to Unova. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Every time I mispronounce something. Alright, so I still have Dragonite alive out front, so I don't have to visit a Pokemon Center just yet. And here comes the boring but necessary part of the run, where I fight 2 old people and just continually use Dragon Claws. Huh. What to talk about while this is going on? I guess, I could talk about some ideas I had for Pokemon stories. I think I mentioned this before, but there are so many complications to Pokemon training realistically that the show never considers. For instance, how is it that when you catch a Pokemon in a Pokeball, it just, the next time you send it out, it just automatically obeys you? and it understands what you mean by the orders it gives. Like, Pidgeotto, Gust Attack. Like, how does a Pidgeotto know what that means? Do Pokeballs have some sort of mind control effect where it just immediately auto-trains Pokemon to know these things? Or do you have to get used to a Pokemon over a matter of months and years even, telling them that this move means this and that move means that, and making sure they're obedient? Like, rather than their usual battle instinct driving them in battle, they listen to your commands instead. Because it's supposed to take a lot longer for you to be able to yell out a command and then to process it than for their mind to just think up something on instinct and use that thing in battle. Like, are Pokemon really that stupid that they need commands shouted at them to act? I don't get that. On a separate note, I also had an idea of a story in which what happens to Pokemon trainers who fail in their journeys? Like, they get to the 3rd gym, maybe the 4th gym, and then they're just too exhausted, or they're not able to beat any more gyms after that, or they run out of money on the road. Like, what do they do in those scenarios when they give up their challenges? Do they move on to different things? What happens to the people who want some sort of redemption effect and another chance at Pokemon training? Like, I was considering a story called The Paladin Program, where a bunch of trainers who failed in their first journey kinda have the opportunity to become Pokemon Rangers. And the reason it's called Paladin is because they use their Pokemon for just the forces of good in the world, making sure that other trainers remain safe. Not necessarily police, but just the people who keep the wilderness from seeping too far into civilization and threatening to take over, because Pokemon are definitely aggressive animals. And so the Paladin trainers, their problem would be that they try to bite off more than they could chew. They used too many Pokemon on their team at once, and it was just overwhelming for them. So instead, they do like, what was that one video game where there were a bunch of, like, samurai warriors who worked with one Pokemon? I can't think of what that was called. Anyway, they would just use one Pokemon, and they would be like, I don't know, a fire-type specialist would be like a red knight, and then a water-type specialist would be a blue knight or something. And so these guys would just travel the lands with their one Pokemon that they trained, and they'd have some sorts of adventures. And in the meantime, they'd be resolving other issues of their life. Like, for instance, one of the trainers would be a kid who had daddy issues. Like, his father kind of left his mom so that he could focus on his Pokemon training, and as a result, his kid didn't really get father time, and now his dad wants to make amends, and it's too late. And so the father and son both enter the Paladin program, and the father pretends to be like an antagonistic figure deliberately, so that the kid, if the kid's gonna hate him, fine, but at least it means they get to spend some time together, even if it's just as rivals. I don't know, stuff like that. Or maybe a defective Nurse Joy clone could be like a normal type Paladin trainer. Anyway, let me focus back on this right here. I don't know, I thought it was kind of a cool idea. So what Lenore has sent out this time is a team that loves Intimidate. Like Stoutland and Stantler and Tauros here all used Intimidate. And it backfires with my team, because Salamence gets double intimidated, but then he leaves, and then the next Intimidate Pokemon comes out, and so by the time Salamence comes back in here, not only is it no longer intimidated, but now I've kind of reversed it upon the enemy. And Tauros, still thinking that Tyranitar was out, ended up using that superpower on him, and barely affects flying types, and now that I intimidated him, it does even less damage than usual. So here's Stoutland, doubly intimidated at this point, now stuck as the first Pokemon on the team being all useless. And the only danger that this team still presents is this Sikino. Because if I don't kill it with this Dragon Claw right now... Okay, good, I did. If I didn't, it would have used Rock Blast. And that Rock Blast, combined with Helping Hand, would have been enough to take down Salamence. I like that this Stoutland has to stay out now. It can still use Helping Hand, but I don't think it's going to pose a danger any longer, because this Watchog is no threat. Until the AI gets updated, it's still gonna continue using its own Helping Hand, thinking that a different Pokemon like Tauros is still out when it's not. So, the most damage I really suffer, aside from that one, what was it, Close Combat, I think it was? Not Superpower. Anyway, the most damage I suffered is basically my own damage, what I did to myself with this Sandstorm. And last one is this Blissey. That'll be no problem to take out. Just Twin Dragon Claws. I don't think it'll survive the first one. Oh yeah, it did. Good job, Blissey. Alright. Yeah. I'm more than talented, I'm motivated. One of those two things is true. I am not talented, but I am motivated. I got a little down on myself in the last video saying that I don't really have confidence as a Pokemon trainer because it's just been so long since I last pushed myself. There was a time in PokeMMO when I was part of a more competitive guild called Bushido. It was one of the earlier teams on here, and I was in it to kind of assist people as they went through the storyline. Like, if they needed help or a certain Pokemon to defeat the next gym, as this game is harder than the normal game on purpose, I could prove useful as a teammate, and if nothing else, I could just trade evolve some Pokemon for them, like, I don't know, a Haunter, or a Machoke or something, or a Kadabra. So I was in it for the team aspect more than the competitive battling. Now, when it did come to the competitive battles, I was middle of the road. Like, I was almost exactly 50-50. I think I was like 55% to the win-loss ratio. Just maybe one more win than losses. So, you know, you talk about a middling trainer. So how can one be confident in themselves if they just know from their experience that half of your battles you're going to win, half of them you're going to lose? Like, I still put my best foot forward, and I make it challenging for my enemies, but I'm not a top-of-the-line trainer. I do not win a majority of my battles. Well, I guess more than 50% is technically a majority, but eh. Alright, let's get rid of this slash right here. I gotta focus back on this. Sorry about that little sound in the background. That was just me shutting my door as the fridge comes on. Oh, I hate this Durant so much. Let's see if I can, Surf and Flamethrower. Nah, it was smarter. It knew to use Iron Head. Oh well, I gotta get rid of this Gliscor, so I guess I'll put up with, letting it survive. So that first part of the battle's no problem. Just 2 Earthquakes is enough to take down that Galavunta and Volcarona. Now I should know better than... Actually, yeah. I was gonna say I should know better than to send out Volcarona, but honestly, maybe I would have been better off. Let's just double the Surfs here. Because, yep, there goes Dragonite with the Iron Head. I was like calling that Metal Head last time. I was thinking of that one boss in Spyro. Alright, so Durant just barely survives, but that's okay because, I don't know. Volcarona might bite it right here. Leave any. Let's see. If I... Nah, I'm gonna risk a Heat Wave here because I'm far enough into the battle at this point that I'm gonna be able to pull off a win no matter what. I'm surprised to use Iron Head. Like, if I were him, I would have used, Stone Edge and taken down Volcarona before it could cause any real damage. Oh well. Retaliate. So that's supposed to be more effective whenever a teammate has been knocked out, right? I think. Sorry about the echo, by the way. I had to shut my door here, and that means that now I'm in sort of a enclosed room here. Alright, that ought to do it. Heat Wave. Yep, that'll do it. Vespiquen is supposed to be a pretty defensive type Pokemon, but, you know, Volcarona is sheer special attack and speed. Alright, another one down. Hate running out of this gym. I always have to be really careful to move in just the right way. Not that it really matters. A clown will just pop out and talk to me rather than fight me as usual. 25 minutes. That's the same time as last time, isn't it? Alright, so I'm off to Hoenn. I've got access to Sinnoh, but I just don't bother with Sinnoh. I just go straight to Hoenn here. Alright. Trying to think what else. I guess going back to that Paladin program idea for a second here, maybe one of the twists of the story would be that, like, what's the idea of funding the Paladin program besides just goodwill? What if it turns out that there's a rich guy who, like, he'll give the trainers in the Paladin program the money they need to, like, be able to eat and afford Pokemon Center care, but in return, all their Pokemon have to hold EXP shares, and maybe those go into a Pokemon that the rich guy holds, and that increases their power or something. I don't know. Or, I don't know. Let's focus back on this for a second here. Tyranitar and Relicanth together. Twin Earthquakes will be enough to take those two down, no problem. I'm more concerned about what's coming up next, because some of these teams, they start out easy, and then something kind of hard comes along. Let's see if the AI does it to me this time. Boy, I'm used to sandstorms in battle. Armaldo and Aggron, okay. So, I could use Surf and Earthquake, but at that point I'd just be hurting myself with Surf. I don't have the confidence to take down Armaldo with a Surf and Earthquake because it's never worked in the past. Yeah, 2 Earthquakes don't do it either, but at least this way Salamence lives. Assuming this Armaldo doesn't immediately kill me with Stone Edge. Oh, nope, I managed to survive. That's unusual, 80% hit chance. Probopass. Okay, so this battle went a lot better than it might have gone. Because if I'd been hit by that Stone Edge, I definitely would have had one of my Pokemon die. It's like beefed up to all of its attack. What was I going to say about the Paladin program story? There was something else. What was it? Oh, yeah. So what happens to Pokemon whenever they get up to such a high level? Like, once you are finished with the Pokemon League and your trainer journeys come to an end, then what? I'm going to be able to survive this. Yes! Good job, Salamence. You know, do your Pokemon just... Where do they go? Do they get sent to the military to be used in defense of the country? Do they just retire to some sort of Pokemon permanent daycare? Do they become pets for the rest of your life? Really destructive pets? You know, what do you do with those Pokemon? So I was thinking the Paladin program might have an answer to that too. Like, if you send all those end-of-the-journey Pokemon to a certain... I hate to say program again, but what else am I supposed to call it? And those things continue to gain experience and gain experience. What is better? Pokemon that have experience pretty much divided between them and are all weaker as a whole thereby? Or Pokemon who get to about their strongest, and then if they are supposed to get any stronger, then all their strength can be concentrated into one Pokemon via EXP share. Boy, am I rambling right there. Alright, I better focus on this for the moment. So I'm kind of afraid of this Rotom right here. I'm afraid that it's got some ability that if I don't kill it off right now, its hidden power... it's going to hit Salamence, and on top of Raichu's hidden power, will be enough to finish it off. Alright, let's see here. I wonder if, let's see if I can kill it off with an Earthquake here. Okay, Zebra Strike it, doggone it. So that was enough to kill that. I was thinking about switching to Tyranitar, but I kind of figured he was going to do Low Kick. I'd be so angry in the past whenever I switched to Tyranitar thinking, okay, Zebra Strike has got a Focus Sash, so I'm going to defy that with, doggone it, Sandstorm, that's it. But then the Low Kick would come and I'd be like, how did you know I was going to send in Tyranitar? You didn't know I was going to do that. Alright, Earthquake and Heat Wave. I think I should have sent out Yogg-Sothoth, but I didn't. I'm so used to his Pokemon having air balloons, maybe that's why I did this. Discharge. Wow, I didn't get paralyzed on any of those. Okay. And I know I'm hurting Volcarona in the process of doing this. Oh well, friendly fire. Minun. This one has the air balloon, right? Oh, yep, it does. Alright, Dragon Claw and Bug Buzz. You can survive one of these, but not both of them. Yeah, see, they know that the people who programmed this knew exactly what level to make a high-level team, so that even if you have level 100s, they'll just barely survive them. Either that or my level 100s just aren't good enough. I mean, they're pretty dang good. Let me pause for just a second to show this first Dragonite right here. I know I'm using up a bit of time, but I mean, look at that total of individual values. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty dang good. So, alright, let's continue here. Yogg-Sothoth use Fly. Here comes this usual long run right here. Oh, there was something else I meant to bring up as an alternate to the Paladin program. What if the EXP share is not about training certain Pokemon, so that if you got like 40 teams of Paladins, just trainers with their one Pokemon going around having adventures and sharing their experience out, I mean, yeah, all that 40 plus teams could go into training just a couple of Pokemon to become super uber Pokemon beyond level 100 because of all the EXP they're getting. But what if the super rich guy funding this program has a son who, for some weird accident, is now in a coma for the rest of his life? I know that's kind of the Ash in a coma theory with Pokemon, and that's why the childishness of the show makes sense. But what if that kid, like, meant to be a Pokemon trainer of his own, and he never got to have adventures, and so the EXP share is going all towards that kid? Like, in his subconscious mind, in his whatever consciousness is left, he is experiencing all these Pokemon battles. And maybe the rich dad is hoping that someday he'll be able to awaken his kid by inspiring him with all these battles from the Paladin program. And that's what makes the funding worth it. I don't know, that might be a cool idea, even if it is a bit of plagiarism on my part. Alright, boy, I am just flying through this battle right here. I was kind of hoping she'd put up the team that's more of a challenge. Like, this was probably her easiest team as far as earthquaking goes. Like, I'm just mauling these guys right now. Like, these two are the most troublesome ones as the last ones. I'm not even going to bother dispelling this sunny day effect. You know what? Let's go ahead and hit Darmanitan first. I'm just going to let Charizard stay out. Why not? Like, the worst it can do is Dragon Claw me, right? I don't think that it can do worse than that. What do you got for me, Char? Oh, Fire Blast. I don't think I'm going to lose a hit point in this battle. Jeez. But sometimes she has the full air balloon team. Like, I think she sends out, like, a Typhlosion with an air balloon, and then a Torkoal with an air balloon, then all of her other Pokemon have air balloons. And so that's not really a hard battle so much as a tedious one in that case. Like, I'll have to switch to Tyranitar and then switch to Yogg-Sothoth. Whoops, I don't have to do that. Yogg-Sothoth, the other Dragonite, and then just keep using Surf over and over again. And the Surfs are just barely enough to do it against her. And sometimes even then, not quite enough. I mean, I don't get the same type attack bonus, and she has a Ninetales on that team, and it's got really good special defense. So, I'm just kind of able to lip it, usually. Just barely make it, but it takes more time than usual. Alright, so here we are at Winona's team, and is this the one from last time? No, it's not. I don't think it is. Like last time, she had a Pelipper and a Dragonite. Yeah. So this is different, and like some teams, this is another one of those double Intimidate ones. Salamence is supposed to be rendered kind of useless here. I'm not going to take any chances with this Mesquirain. Whoops. Yeah, Dragon Claw, and let's go ahead and use a Flamethrower on it. I don't want to have it Ice Beaming my teammates. So, I'm probably going to get an Ice Fang from Gyarados, but I think I'll be able to survive it because it's been intimidated once. Hang in there, Salamence. Okay, there's that dang Haunch Crow. What do I want to do here? This time around, I'm just going to focus on getting rid of Gyarados. And one Thunderfang's not going to be sufficient. And I didn't take any chances there. I wanted to make sure that just in case it had that berry that gets rid of some electric damage. Oh, dang it, there's that Moxie. I just didn't want that Gyarados' Ice Fang to bother me further, but crap, this is the problem with letting Haunch Crow live. Now if it gets off another attack, it's going to be more and more devastating as time goes on. And without Salamence... You know what? Let's go ahead and Thunderbolt Skarmory and Dragon Claw Haunch Crow. I think that this will be enough to take down Haunch Crow, but I'm not sure. Yogg-Sothoth is slow, but he's also very strong. Oh, nope, still not enough. Oh boy. I hope Haunch Crow doesn't take me down. Oh, Harsh Light. Really? Okay, well, I guess I had no cause for worry. I thought for sure that Haunch Crow was going to, like, hit one of my Dragonites with a devastating kind of attack that's super effective, but I guess not. I was worried about nothing. They recently updated this game, and the AI is just a little bit different. Not much, but a little bit. So, sometimes the battle plans now get mixed up, but not enough to baffle this team. How am I doing on time? Okay, a little over 13 minutes. Once again, I'm pacing better than usual here. Like, I am surprised at how well all this is going, all things considered. I think I'm being a little smarter than last time, but it's hard to know because I'm not paying as much attention because I have to keep a stream of consciousness going here. Alright, let's fly to Setopolis City. I think I mispronounced it when I was reading the story, The Long Road. Like, I was calling it Sootopolis instead of Soot-topolis, as it's supposed to be like a volcano or something. But the English language is weird one time. Like, what? So you call soot two O's soot, but then you call poop poop? So why isn't it pup and soot? You know, our language is dumb sometimes. Like, say what you will about Spanish, they're jaw 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 instead of ha 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 or whatever. It seems to be more sensible overall. Alright, speaking of Spanish, is Juan Spanish or is he French? I think he's Spanish. Duh, obviously he's Spanish. But he's got kind of a Frenchish mustache. Is this the same dang team that he used on me last time? Doggone it, Juan. I'm trying to showcase different stuff. Could you not? Alright, I guess I'm doing the same thing as before, just taking out all the Pokemon except for Seaking. This gives me more time to ramble about other stuff. What was I gonna say? Mispronouncing stuff. Lugia. I think I called it Lugia because Lugia sounds like, you know, hawking a loogie, and that's stupid. And Metagross instead of Metagross. I know Gross isn't much better, but a gross of metal, I get it. It's a weight, but being that Pokemon's mostly a kid's thing, you think, oh, gross for gross instead of what it's supposed to be. So, I don't know. That's maybe my thinking in that matter. I used to say Arcanine instead of Arcanine because I didn't realize that arcane meant magical and combined with the word canine. I'm ignorant to some things here, and it just... I think back to it later on and I cringe at it. Like, why did I say that? Why did I think that? Oh, well. What the heck? Oh! I forgot about Lightning Rod. Whoopsie! I slipped up a little bit. Well, you know what? This is, I guess, a good thing here, because it means that now I'll get to use a double Earthquake. Will this be enough to take down Seaking? I think it will be. Yep, I think it will be. There we go. Alright, so I slipped up a little bit there, but it didn't make a difference. Not really. So here's Kingdra, last Pokemon, and if I slip up too much, like let's say that this was the slow Dragonite out at this point and Salamence had been knocked out, that Kingdra might have been a threat to me, especially if there were rainy conditions. So I don't take that thing for granted. Like, I just managed to kill it off because I happen to have Dragon-type moves on me, which in most cases are just normal effect and not super effective. But if I were using a different team, that Kingdra would be even more of a threat, I think. Alright, same path as before. Let's see if Brawly uses a different team on me than usual. Again, if there's an echo, I apologize. I'm trying to keep this thing as as professional as it can hope to be. What are you gonna send out? Hitmon. Ooh, this is one of his tough teams. This is one of the times where Intimidate like kicks back against me. So Primeape's got the Defiant ability. So though Hitmontop's attack power goes down, now Primeape's is like greatly risen. So I gotta get rid of Primeape immediately. Now this Ice Punch, I don't think it's gonna be enough to kill me. And it was enough to kill me. Whoopsie. I guess I should have expected that. But I don't want to risk sending out Tyranitar immediately. Now, I want to have Hitmontop linger for as long as possible. Because now that it's been intimidated once, its moves are not going to be as effective. I can afford to do that with this Machamp here. So let's just double Dragon Claw Machamp, get it knocked out. The problem with Hitmontop is Rock Slide is still going to be super effective against both my Pokemon, so it's going to wear me down as time goes on here. See, that doesn't do all that much damage here, but it's still early, relatively early in the match. I'm just going to focus on taking out the secondary Pokemon before they can do anything, save myself a few seconds in the match here. Come on, Hitmontop. Yeah, do your thing. You know what? I think I'm gonna double Earthquake whatever comes out next. Hitmonlee. Okay. Yeah, I think it's now late enough in the match that I can afford to do this. Oh wow, Hitmontop might actually survive this. Is Yogg-Sothoth strong enough? Ooh, he is strong enough. Yep, I sacrifice a little speed for more attack power. For Alligator, it's 67 at this point. Alright, Sableye the last one. I don't like this Sableye Will-O-Wisp. That's kind of annoying, because one of my two Pokemon get burned, and because these are attacker type more than special attack types, you know, it hurts. But because I have two Dragonites out, if one gets its attack reduced, the other one remains free to hit at full power. I think its special ability was like Trickster or something, in which when it uses Dark-type moves, it's able to have priority, even if its enemy was supposed to be faster. So, like, Dark-type moves... Well, no, not Dark-type moves, what am I thinking here? Special ability, or... special-type moves, not like special attack, but things that'll give you a burn or paralysis or something. Those will take priority. Boy, the stream of consciousness stuff, towards the end of it, I really get burned out, so sorry that I'm stumbling over my words here. Alright, back to Norman, my only dad. Alright, we're parent and child, isn't that right, Gospel of Gold? Come on, use a different team. Slacking and Chansey. Last time it was Slacking and Blissey. So, this is a tough Chansey. What happens if I use double Earthquake? I think it'll be enough to take it out. I know Brock's Chansey is very defensively trained. Like, even with very aggressive dragons, I'm not confident that it can take it out. And with this combination of Helping Hand and Ice Punch, ooh, yeah, that hurt. So let's let Slacking stay out, I think. Ooh, yeah, see, look at how little that did to Chansey. That is a very defensively minded Chansey. Let's just go ahead and keep, smacking away at it. Maybe I should have used Dragon Claw against Slacking, but if the goal is to keep it around... See, Chansey survived another one. It was good that I did use 2 Earthquakes. Like, I cannot let up against these things. Jeez. Alright, Exploud comes out now, and The problem with Exploud is it knows Ice Beam. So Slacking's Ice Punch, that's gonna hurt. But because there's no helping hand, it didn't actually kill me off here. Okay, good. Both Dragonites were faster than Exploud, so it was better to let Slacking get in one Ice Punch if it means it's going to be Truant this turn. Now, I'm going to use 2 Dragon Claws against Slacking right here because I do not want it getting off another hit. And this Ambipom, I was kind of expecting it to do Fake Out because it knows that move. And if it faked out my wrong Pokemon and I didn't get a Dragon Claw off on Slacking and it survived until the next turn, then it would have gotten in another Ice Punch. So that would have been too much for me. Let's see. Can I... Okay, good. I can survive this. Good, 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 good. Earthquake because I don't want to use Surf and hurt my own teammate. Will this Dragon Claw be enough to take out Buffalont? I'm not sure it is. Oh, wow, it is. I guess it's supposed to be another one of his glass cannons, where it's just all-out attack. So these two against Kangaskhan. I'm definitely expecting Fake Out this time. Yep, there it goes. Priority move. Dragonite was just about to faint, so hey, good job on you. You managed to knock out another one of my Pokemons, Dad. Alright, let's send in Volcarona, and I'm not going to use Heat Wave because it's 90% accuracy, and that's not good enough. So Bug Buzz should be enough to take it down. Yep, bye Kangaskhan. Alright, Norman's down. And how much time do I have left? 3 minutes, just like last time. That is remarkably consistent. Alright, well, I don't have enough time to face another gym, so I guess I'll just go back to my starting point in Kanto and face those 2 gamers/gamblers again. Not even going to visit the Pokemon Center. I'm just going to head straight there. Alright. This band playing in the background right now, I think I mentioned it's called Gregorian. So it takes some songs like, I'm trying to think of... Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me, and after... Oh, Wonderwall, that was what it was. Like, they'll take songs like that, and they'll kind of make it as though Gregorian monks sing it, and they actually do it pretty well. So, I'm not familiar with all the songs that they sing, but, you know, it's a really relaxing kind of style that they do. So, if you've never listened to Gregorian, I don't know, it might be, something that'll soothe your nerves if you've had a trying day. This next part of the song, I'm just going to keep quiet because it gets really good at this point. I'm gonna sign off a little early here, but I'll continue playing it in this last part.